Oh, another day. Man, this market's giving me whiplash, man. I mean, it's just this week, really. I mean, for Bitcoin, it's the last couple weeks, but hello, Will. Let me have my knockoff La Croix here. Oh, man, every day I'm like back and forth. Are we going to have an ABC correction or are we not, you know? No invalidation. Where's a chart that does not have the ABC? I mean, man. Thank you, Transparent Collectibles. Hello, Tyrone. Yeah, one of my shorts just got stopped out in the positive. Man, maybe that's it. I don't know. It's hard day to day, you know? It's hard day to day. A lot of altcoins, hello, user 332. A lot of altcoins look like they could afford to have a dip of sorts, and yet they're not dipping a ton. Mar, you keep buying alts, it's buy the dip, you know? Buy the dip. Back to the 200-day MA. For what? For what, JD? Yeah, the dip ain't dipping. Not enough. Just a little sale. For if you're asking for Bitcoin, no. Let's see. Hello from Ireland. Realistically, how high can XRP go? $8.92. I do not think it would go beyond that. That is looking at the market cap, looking at the most extended fib extension that you could make. And the reason why I'm being very specific with that number is I already looked at those numbers. I looked at those numbers yesterday, and I did the math based off circulating supply, based off of the market cap, all that. So there's my number. Bitcoin has to make a decision soon. No. Whatever decision it makes, if it's a very exciting move to the upside, it could be a fake out. If it's a scary move to the downside, it could also be a fake out. I think Bitcoin is going to make a decision, if you want to call it that. What about Chainlink? Again, I get asked about Chainlink all the time. Chainlink looks very bullish. The chart looks very, very strong right now, but Chainlink is a slow mover. I'm thinking like $50. I don't think it's going to hit a new all-time high. So HEEHEE been doing well the last few days. Yes, it has. And we are doing a HEEHEE giveaway today. If you buy 1/10 of one Solana, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to win $50 worth. So afternoon, Christian. I remember you called me crazy when I was buying alts months ago. I don't know, Mar. I think that you are a very highly emotional person, and I tend to want to do the opposite of how you're feeling. So if you're feeling euphoric, which it seems like you are, that makes me a little nervous. So, hello, Edwin. Can ICP reach 720? No, not even close. Yeah, Chainlink, I already talked about that. Near target in this bull run, higher than its 2024 peak. 892 by when? I really have no idea. I have different things playing around in my head. It could be a month. It could be the end of the year. It could be 2026, you know. If it's a month, then for me, I'm pretty much going to be done with utility altcoins. I think that's going to be the time to exit. I'll still mess around with meme coins. Bitcoin can go much higher. But as far as altcoins, that will have been, like 2021, we had that first peak in April and May, and then we went a little bit higher in November. If that plays itself out and XRP were to go to 892 in August, whatever happens after that, I don't think would be all that much higher if it were to go higher at all. So why is institution going crazy with ETH? There's a lot of potential with ETH, potential with staking. I don't know entirely, but, I think it's just time. It's undervalued in comparison to Bitcoin, and they know it's time for ETH to run. Bitcoin to go to 130 and retest 113. Either can happen. Yeah. Thank you, Dumbbell England, for the follow. GM Green Vein. What do you see as different this run than the run in early May? I'll just look at the charts, honestly. I don't know. The total altcoin market cap is much higher than it was in May. We're talking about significant proportions. The total 2 got up to the middle of the golden pocket, 6.6 retrace in May. And right now it's above the 7.86. It's almost beyond its December peak. So a significant difference. That would be a super big run up in total market cap if XRP was 892 by August. It would, and XRP has the ability to do that. That's just generally what XRP does. Yeah, ICP is not going anywhere near 720. Yeah, he has the Michael Jackson face on Phantom. Yes, unfortunately, tried getting it changed, but I created this crypto as I wasn't really planning on doing anything with it. Good to see you, Juan. Pundle close to 20 million. Yep. Pundle. I've told you guys before about Pundle. I called it a $6 million market cap on my calls channel. You got to join my calls channel. And then Pundle, I said that maybe I would start I haven't sold any of it except in my $200 to $1 million challenge wallet, which is more of a trading wallet. I've sold some, but I have another bag. That bag went from $3,000 to almost $10,000 right now. I haven't touched it. I have not sold a dime of that. And I've told you guys that I was going to maybe start taking some out, like $100 a day at 30 million, 30 to 40 million. And right now, I really think it can go higher. I just think the stars are aligned for the market that this could go higher. Could it go to $100 million? It's possible. So, it's close to 20 million right now. You change your bias daily. Kovaci, I would say on a longer... On a broader perspective, if we're talking about short term, yes, I change my bias daily. I am following the lead of the market. But if we're talking about, I have been a bull since, I've been a bull for I was a bull on June 22nd. That was the bottom, we peaked in May, bottomed out on June 22nd. I was a bull. I am overall a bull. As far as directionally where we go on a day-to-day basis, no, yeah, sure. You want to complain about that? I don't care. H-bar prediction, I don't know, man. I gave an initial price target of 42 cents in like early 2024. It seems very likely that it's going to go beyond that. So, Akash, please don't spam, man. Please do not spam. And I already gave a chain link price prediction. It may be like $50. I'm hearing there will be a pullback in August. What do you think? I think that we will top out in August, whether it's a blow off top or a local top. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I'm loving Pengu. I've been super bullish on Pengu. Did you speak on Moondoge? What's your entry and exit strategy? My entry strategy is if it gets below $5 million in market cap, I buy, and if it gets above 8 million or something like that, I sell. And until it shows me otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing that. I've already locked in gains on Moondoge. If at one point it gets below a $5 million market cap and then it continues to dump, then I lost that final part, but I won't cry about it. Ethereum price prediction, end of 2020. All right, Akash, I'm serious. You have to stop spamming. You have to stop. And I don't know. New all-time high. Litecoin might come back from the dead. Oh, yeah, it will. August and September are the worst months for crypto, so it might dump. Then alt season, October, November. Maybe. We'll see. Taking this one day at a time. How soon would a spot ETF for Sol and XRP come? There's pretty much a 100% chance that it's happening in 2025. So I've looked into that. Yeah, something like that, 2025. But I don't know when in 2025. Mick, I've not looked. I did not buy Nodal last night. I'll look into it still. You think it's done? No, I did not say that. There was no run in May. There was a little bit of run. People got a little bit excited in May. Thoughts on Near? It broke the 200-day. I think it's back below the 200-day now. Let's see, 298. Yeah, it did not break the 200. It got rejected there. So get above the 200-day. I'll be be a lot more interested. XLM, I made a video on my backup crypto account today. My main account is still banned. WWBT5 is that account. The chart looks really good. I'm very bullish on XLM. So cool. I have a small game of HEEHEE. What's your prediction for it? How many X from here? At least 10, but probably more than that. All-time high potential. So Bitcoin 4-hour candle looks good. People still can buy even after ETF outflow yesterday. I'm not worried about the ETF outflow yesterday, Will. I did see that. No worries at all. Yeah, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, what I'm liking about today is that we're seeing a little bit of a bounce in Bitcoin dominance. And that's okay. It's okay. We were going straight down in Bitcoin dominance. But now maybe we're seeing the attention focus on Bitcoin just a little bit for a few days here. And we can see Bitcoin hit a new all-time high and maybe get up to 130, something like that. And then Bitcoin dominance continue plummeting. That sounds good to me. Let's do that. We'll see. It'll hit 100 million very soon. Pundle will hit 100 million. All right. Do you predict a massive retrace or traditional cycle still happening or less of a crash with adoption? I think I understand what you're asking. I go back and forth with that. Now, the level of accumulation, the fact that like retirement accounts can DCA into Bitcoin through the ETFs, I think that, and people would be unaware that it's even happening, I think that could provide a lot more stability. But on the other hand, I do think that at some point, I don't know when, it's going to be rough economically, So I feel like this is just a correction. Bitcoin holding 4-hour ribbons and ETH is cooling. You still bullish? Of course I'm still bullish. Yes. User 333. I think you misunderstood something I said. Thank you, Mike, for the follow. Do you see AI taking off in a big way anytime soon? Not necessarily. We had the big AI narrative in 2021. Sorry, not 2021. 2023 and 2024. Some AI coins hit their all-time highs in 2023. That's crazy. November high for HEEHEE's the first hurdle to overcome on the way to new all-time high. Yeah. And I don't think that's going to be too difficult. A $10 million market cap. Did you buy any ICP yesterday? I did, yes. Well, let me just say this. I opened a long, and then I closed it in profit. And so now looking at ICP, I think it looks much more favorable for a spot buy. And we'll see. I might buy some today. James, thank you for the follow. Professor, thank you for the follow. Have we completed Bitcoin ABC correction? We have not, and we might not. This might not be an ABC correction. I stopped. That was earlier. My bad. Okay. Thank you. When we topping out? Either August or much later than that. Did you sell Doge? No. Lil Mar, thank you for the follow. Link, I already talked about Link 3 times already. Sorry. Very bullish chart. I don't love it for massive explosive growth, XRP end of the year prediction. $8.92 is my best case scenario for XRP. I'm not saying that that's what it's going to be on December 31st. Pundle will hit 100 million in August. Okay. How low will Bitcoin dominance go? Maybe we'll make an appearance under 50%. I don't think under 40%, like what we saw in the 2021. So Sweezy Depression. I know what your name actually is. I'm not going to say that name because I don't want to get banned, but thank you for the follow. Do you have the Bitcoin ETF? And if so, which one? I don't. I've never owned the Bitcoin ETF. I am thankful for their existence as of right now, at least, but I've never owned it. Oh man, VeChain. Oh man, I missed an entry on VeChain. Oh well. So vet prediction. I again, it's really difficult to tell with these older coins. My answer is above that 2024 peak. That's all. Floki Candido, thanks for the follow. Floki, I called Floki last week and it pumped super hard. So now what? I definitely think Floki's going to go higher. But where? I mean, yeah, chart looks really healthy. I don't know. I would just hold. I'd be a confident holder of Floki right now. Latest with Powell, if he resigns, how bad does it get? It gets very exciting for a year maybe, and then I think it's going to be pretty rough. So, yeah, if Trump puts one of his yes men in there, my goodness. If they were to lower rates, they've only ever lowered rates aggressively during a recession or during some kind of a panic, you know? They've never lowered rates that aggressively down to 1% or something like that. They've never done that when things are like in all-time high territory. That would be uncharted waters. That would be a mega moon pump in the stock market and in crypto, and things would get absolutely insane and go much higher than any of us would imagine, and then it would crash, and the misery on the other side of that would be unbelievable. So anyway, maybe I did misunderstand. I have PTSD. I feel you on that. I was going back and forth on Link and Quant. I went Link for long term. Your thoughts, please. I don't like anything for long term other than Bitcoin. But between the two right now, I mean, they both look really good. I'll be honest with you about that. Oh man, Quant. Quant just looks. It's hard. Even now looking at Quant's chart, I'm like, it's hard to choose between Quant and Link. I think that, I don't know. I can't do it. I'm sorry. All right, RSR. I don't know anything about RSR and stablecoins. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't really pay much attention to RSR. If they're doing something with stablecoins, I just wouldn't be able to tell you the effect of that. So, and RSR looks fine. It looks good. For some reason, I can't find a chart that, whatever. I don't know. The chart looks good, but I mean, a lot of charts look good right now. I bought 200, then it went down. Are you talking about ICP? Just hang in there. Not financial advice. What do you think about Coinbase? This is my space. I don't know what you're asking. Please don't spam. Budang looking to break out. Yep. I called that in my Telegram calls channel yesterday. I said 22 cents was an ideal entry. It did go a little bit lower than that. Went down to a little under 21. But right now it's at 22 cents. So I like Moodang right now. XLM again. I just made a video, my most recent video on my backup account, WWBTC5. Baby boy, thank you for the follow. Are you taking profits on altcoins and re-entering on pullback or just holding? Just holding. My spot positions, I'm just holding. I do lots of trading though. I do lots of 1x, 2x, 3x trading on BitUnix and Bitmart. I couldn't find the right Moodang. What? Amir, it's on Robinhood. I mean, I don't know in the UK. I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to find the right Moodang. How about XRP? Very bullish on XRP. Pengu still has juice. Yes. Pengu's on a tear. It's over 40 cents. Pengu, I'm telling you, I'm still expecting. I called this at 12 cents. Now it's at 40 cents. I have not sold any of my Pengu. I'm expecting this to go much higher. So I think I said 10x when it was around 30. So that's maybe 30 cents. Sorry, when it was around 3 cents. So maybe it'll get to up to 30 cents, something like that. That's what I think. Prediction on Doge, 53 cents. Lowering rates won't do anything for crypto. It strengthens the dollar, not crypto. Gregory, I respectfully disagree. Lowering rates does not, when we have lowered rates, it has been times when people have panicked and the dollar got stronger because people were fleeing from risk and going into the dollar. They don't lower rates during times of euphoria. There's never been a time like this. If that would happen, that would cause mass hyperinflation. Two conflicting comments. That would cause mass hyperinflation, or lowering rates strengthens the dollar. And I am more in the mindset that would cause inflation. I'm not going to say hyperinflation. I'm up, decimate the middle class, yes. I'm up 73% on injective and 53% on sold. Do you think I should take profits and then re-enter and hold? This is not, if there's ever a time to just diamond hand and hold on, I would say this is it. Until we see some kind of a reversal in the market. We're not there yet. Injective is still pretty far off from its highs. It's steadily climbing. Solana, I mean, I don't know how much higher Solana is going to go. I mean, Solana 204 right now. It's right at the 786. I mean, Solana is probably going to hit a new all-time high. I would just hold on, That's their plan. AW, thank you for the follow. So if Powell replaced rate drops, Lambos all around. Yeah, good luck with that. People are going to get too greedy. They'll always be on the losing side. Crypto Flu, thank you for the follow. Quant looks ready to go. Yeah, I mean, chart looks great. Members only on YouTube, Leroy. I do have public access available. Thoughts on Pengu? Talked about Pengu a ton already. Super bullish on it. This is my space. You're killing me. You are murdering me. You Latin guy, you're murdering me. Guys, you're murdering me. I am literally, I'm not going to say that. You guys are just killing me. You guys with your spamming. I'm trying to go comment by comment, and I've already spent too much time telling you how much you're murdering me right now. But you guys, man. All right, let's move on. Zebek partner with Algorand. What? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. The Algorand looks good. Zebek looks good. That's all I'll say. GM Alex, can you pull up seller? Looks like it wants to go up. Your thoughts? I don't know if I made myself clear. Some of you spammers are just murdering me. Come on. What's up with these charts on TradingView? I can't get a good one with like good price history. Seller looks okay. It got rejected the last 2 days at the 200-day. Rejected really hard. Maybe. I mean, it's not. I'm not going to just ignore it and say that it's going to zero or anything. I feel like no one talks about gaming tokens. Exit price on Moodang. I don't have one yet. Gaming token Superverse. I've never been super big on gaming. I think Superverse and Echelon Prime, they're going to do well, but I don't think they're going to like blow away the market to the point where just like you're losing your mind. The chart looks good. XDC, I mean, if I'm bullish on XRP and XLM, then I'm bullish on XDC. Now, I mean, it's pumped really hard, but the last few days here, but I mean, same for XLM and XRP. So sure, yeah, XDC. Is HEEHEE worth to buy now? Yes. HEEHEE has at least another 10x in it, and then we'll see about after that. HEEHEE, not HEHE, FYI. GigaChad, what do I think of GigaChad? The chart's not amazing. I mean, a lot of altcoins a lot of meme coins are still kind of lagging behind. They're going to have their time. GigaChad should do all right. Wondering if Quantum Link will go back to all-time high now that we have 5x crypto as 2021. I'm not sure. All I'm saying is, I'm here for the gains. I'm here. I'm not worried about all-time high. I'm just worried about making gains. Prediction on Doge, 53 cents. Winning, yes. Yes. I am still bullish. Pengu is at 4 cents, not 40 cents. I think I corrected myself as I was saying that. So, compete. What is compete? All right. I'm sure. Oh, no. This looks terrible. I don't know what to say about that. I'll pass. Sorry, guys. I can't keep up on TikTok anymore. I tried. I'm trying. If you want to blame anyone, blame the spammers. So are we expecting a dip soon? We should. We always should, but in times like this, things could get pretty irrational pretty quickly. So how much longer are we going to go here? Foregons in the house, everybody. My favorite, my best friend. Would you long ICP? Now, I don't love... I opened a long yesterday, but I closed it quickly just because ICP is right at the 200-day. Now, at some point, it's going to get on the other side of that, and then, I'll feel more confident about it. How long is it going to struggle there? Thoughts on Pepe? I made a video on Pepe yesterday on my YouTube, on my backup TikTok account, WWBTC5. Give me a follow on that account. Do you have any thoughts on Theta? Ugh. Dinosaur, Theta's dead. I mean, Theta will do what everything else does, It'll move up, but fundamentally, Theta, they tried rebranding as a DPIN a DPIN crypto. They tried rebranding as that to me reeks of desperation, trying to grab a hold of whatever narrative, to make the coin pump. And now, I mean, Theta will move up, but their tokenomics are good. But I think they're just trying to create some hype for some exit liquidity. Apologies for the silly question. I know nothing on Mudeng. Is it the one at 220 million unsold? That's probably it. Yeah, that is it, Amir. Yep. Neo, another dinosaur. Neo could do some stuff. I mean, Neo's a 2018 crypto. I'm not in love with the chart, especially, went below its 2022 bear market bottom. Don't expect a new all-time high. Don't expect a revisit to 2021 peak. Just, you want to get some gains. Neo will give you some gains. Where's Cultivate Crypto Charlie? What's that? Didn't the dip just happen? Maybe it did, yeah. Vet price prediction beyond its 2025 peak. Or 2024 peak, excuse me. My TikTok account, thanks for the follow. Any news on Shiba? Oh yeah, I said I was going to look at Shiba. I mean, the Shiba chart looks pretty good. That's all I'll say. It's on the right side of the 200-day moving average. Vinny, thank you for the follow. I'm not expecting big, explosive moves on Shiba Inu. Compete is online gaming. Okay, I looked at the chart. It looks terrible. So to clarify, it's this account. Cinema Roll, thanks for the follow. It's this account in WWBTC5. But this one for the live, yes. Because that my other account has less than 2,000 followers, fewer than 2,000 followers. I don't know. I tried going live there once, and there were only 30 people in the live stream. Sandbox. I'm not a big fan of Metaverse. I think it's all a scam. Ready Player One, But, Sandbox doesn't look amazing. Give it some time. Maybe there'll be a run. I don't know. I'm just not in love with anything Metaverse. Irfan, thanks for the follow. Got 10K to invest. Which coins on Robinhood besides Bitcoin? I'd put half in memes and half in Aave and utility. Aave, Chainlink, XRP, XLM. And then, Pengu's my number one Robinhood meme coin. I put some there. Pepe. All right, Amir got some Mudeng. Let's go. Do you consider Jasmine just a meme coin? I consider Jasmine not a meme coin at all. No. I mean, if they initially claim utility, I consider it a utility coin. If they initially claim that to be a meme coin, I call it a meme coin, even if they add utility. Should I full port HEEHEE? How about this, Leroy? How about you stop trading HEEHEE and ride it with some conviction? How about that? Caspa smart contracts go live on mainnet on 31st of August. Hey, Suki. Hello. Cool. Caspa. Hey, guys. Caspa smart contracts. I mean, I don't know. Is that something to be excited about or not? You know, I mean, let's see it in the charts. We'll see. So, hey, guys, we are doing a HEEHEE giveaway. If you buy 0.1 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and the end of the day, you'll automatically be entered into a raffle to win $50 worth. I might start pumping out some HEEHEE content. Need to send HEEHEE to the moon. Yes. Yes. Just bought some Epic. All right. Let's go. So a little bit of information here. Oh, foregone. A little bit of information here. So someone from Epic reached out to me to make some content for them last week. I said no. I didn't have enough time to actually research the project. And then, of course, it pumped really hard, and now it's at like $2.40. And I saw Lucas, the blockchain boy, comment that word on the street is they're going to want to do another round of marketing and get it to $4. It's at $2.40. Get it to $4, something like that. So, you know, maybe that's a play. I talked about that in my Telegram group. MP, thanks for the follow. HEEHE is a scam. Be careful. I don't know anything about HEEHE. What we're talking about on this channel is HEEHEE. And it is a pump.fun meme coin. It's a meme coin like everything else. We did add some utility. So anyway, thought on Dimension Coin, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. That's my thought. So do you see TIA picking up soon? TIA, Celestia will do, sure, what the rest of the market does. I don't think that there's going to be anything amazing about Celestia. It is the definition of a utility coin created between the previous bull run and right now that was designed to get people really excited about it so that they could be exit liquidity. Their tokenomics are absolute. They're obnoxious. Anyway, by August, closing ICP long at 17 and Uniswap at 23. All right, foregone. Let me look at that. Thanks for the super chat. So what about 17? Oh wait. What is it about 23? Because I see my levels here. I see $20. I don't know what it is about 23 that makes you want to close at 23. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Uniswap got higher than 23 in August. And then ICP 17, sure. You know, you want to do something like that? ICP $17. It'll probably get up there. There's a lot of resistance, a lot of levels. I mean, you got to be careful. Don't get too greedy. I trust in HEEHEE. Me too. Zebek, I looked at it yesterday. Chart looks bullish. ICP thoughts. I'm going to be pretty eager to buy some ICP sometime soon for some gains. You know, I'm not expecting a 10x or anything like that. Tau's looked very good lately. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, it still looks good. I think it'll go over 1,000. And that's conservative. He's about to rock it. Yep. Link to Telegram. Mick, I can't do that in this live stream right now. If you go to my X account and click on any of my videos where I do my $200 to $1 million challenge, you should be able to find a link in one of those X posts. SUI seems to have slowed down a bit. I'm not worried about it. You know, after a big pump like that, I mean, it was down at 228. It almost doubled. It got up to 425. You got to give it some time. So I'm not worried at all about SUI. I have a big bag of SUI. It's a part of my kids' tuition plan. There's a point where I'm just going to sell my SUI all in one lump and put that towards my kids' tuition. I'm not nervous about it at all. Thoughts on Arrow hitting $2 again? Yeah. Arrow's one of the best looking charts. Got to pay them school fees, man. Where would I be right now if I had the $100,000+ that I've paid for school over the last 5 years for my kids' school, you know? But maybe I'd be a millionaire. I don't know. But I'm not. I am, if you're wondering, I am not a millionaire. I am not anywhere near a lot of these other content creators. They're in a much better financial position than I am. I'm doing fine, but Housecoin looks good. Okay. I'm looking at the chart. It doesn't look all that great to me. But I mean, it doesn't seem like it would go all that much lower. Pangolin, repump. What's up with Pangolin? All right, so I did see the Pangolin chart earlier today. I'm hoping that, you know, it got above the 200-day, had two daily closes there, and then dumped below it today. I'm hoping that's just a wick and that this whole thing isn't just a fake out, you know? So we'll see about that. Good plan. Thank you. All right, does Say look good to you? I don't have any targets on Say. Looks pretty good. I'm trying to think. I mean, Say's been a big winner lately. It's up, you know, it was at 15 cents, 16 cents on June 19th. It's gotten as high as 39 cents. Probably need some time, like SUI. If you stop having kids, maybe you could be a millionaire one day. If I stop doing that, if I stop burning millions of dollars worth of crypto, maybe I'll be a millionaire one day. New coin home looking good today. I don't care about new coins. Aleo, what is Aleo? I mean, whatever it is, it looks dead. It's on Coinbase even. I mean, I'm looking at the all-time chart. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit, it'll look better. All right, so last couple days, it's had some green days. Cool, you know. Tarz AI new path. I don't know. I mean, I do expect it to go higher. It's just chopping a lot. Where do you think SUI is going? I haven't really given much thought to it. At least double from where it is now, but how does the HEEHEE burn affect price today? Will it be easier to go to all-time high? I don't know, Will. I really don't know. All I know is I burned it. Aleo has a partnership with Google Cloud. Okay. Can Cetus hit a new all-time high? I haven't looked at Cetus in a while. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Cetus hit a new all-time high. Given the fact that, you know, the connection with SUI. Now there was that hack. That was a problem. Man, what's the Cetus all-time high? Yeah, I mean, that's a 4x from here. I could see that. All right, virtual protocol. I haven't looked at that one in a while. Foregone, man. The chart looks great. I would say this is a very bullish structure right now. So virtual, that looks good. Please stop spamming about Altman. Please. Come on, man. Do you think Cardano will break all-time high? It's within the, yeah. I'll guess yes on that. I went back and forth for that for a while. Arbitrum price target, I don't have one. All right, Uniswap, get back in around 10. Is it risky? So close your long and get back in at 10. Now, I see a chart like this and my mentality is to let it ride. Do I think it'll get back to 10? I do. But don't be mad at me if it doesn't. I'm really worried it's just another May hype event only to be let down again. TikToker, there are things that are much different between now and May. There's always, the big thing that I would say in response to that, I think it's a good idea to always be somewhere between 10 and 20% scared. You shouldn't be 0% scared. You shouldn't be 50% scared or 100% scared. 10 and 20%. Or 10 and 20% fearful, whatever you want to call it. Now, there are significant differences. If you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart or Ethereum dominance and understanding that there's this wave, we start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominates for a long time. And then for a brief time, we have Ethereum, and Ethereum's killing it right now by every metric possible. All right. And Ethereum is killing it against the dollar, against the rest of the crypto market cap, against Bitcoin. And that is how this goes. In December, that's not what happened. Bitcoin dominated Ethereum in December. In May, Ethereum had a little bit of a run, but it didn't show any bullish structure. Right now, Ethereum is very bullish in comparison to Bitcoin. That is typically step 2 in the process. So, here's the thing too. If you see me, I wouldn't be surprised if I sold sooner than a lot of you were hoping for me to sell. Don't make the same mistake. I mean, I didn't sell in December or in May because I called for an ABC correction, which is exactly what happened. And I thought, it's not worth selling for this. But I didn't sell enough of my crypto, but I sold in December and people gave me so much crap for that. Love your Rismus plan. I remember you said this months ago. I will be trying the same. Yeah, I wish I bought months ago. I thought it was going to bottom out in the summer. It bottomed out in March and it's been killing it ever since then. If you don't know, so I have $6,000 worth of Rismus right now. I'm hoping to get that up to $10,000 and then I'm holding that and then I'm going to start DCAing out in November and I'm expecting Rismus to be much higher than where it is right now and to have a big spike up in November, December, something like that. So it's a huge gamble, but it's my play. And I wouldn't be surprised if at one point the amount of Rismus that I have is worth $100,000 or something like that. So yes, but who blame you in December? They're still regretting. Yes. Are you 100% back in? I've been back in. Mog coin. Last I checked, Mog looked very good. It should be fun. Now, big explosive move up only for 5 days. Now there's some profit taking. If I didn't own any Mog, I'd probably just hold off on it for a while. If I did hold some, I would just hold on. I wouldn't sell. So Aave price targets, don't really have one. Generally just bullish on Aave. I love Aave. I think it's a very bullish crypto. So, I'm along for the ride with Aave. Was that Rizzo you were talking about? I was not talking. I have not talked at all about Rizzo. Stellar price targets. Watch my most recent video on my backup Bitcoin account, WWBTC5. I talked about XLM. Which would you buy, Aave or AVAX? Ooh. So Aave is a much, I would say, a safer play, but it's so strong right now that, like, how much higher does it have to go? I could see AVAX outperforming Aave just basically because of how far down it is from its previous peak, you know? VeChain target above its 2024 peak, which was 8 cents. Higher than that, that's all I'll say. Thank you, Fat Daddy Snaps. Oh, the one I have 6K, Rismus. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Rismus. You know, Christmas coin, Rismus. Link target, how about $50? Where do you see ETH going to? New all-time high. I'm not going to just throw out random price targets. Sorry. Do you still have a $57 price target for Pendle? Nah, I don't think it's going to get that high. I think Pendle's still a phenomenal crypto. XRP still has more room to run. Guys, you keep asking me about targets. I don't have targets. I just don't. I have like a handful of targets. I made a series of price target videos on my YouTube channel in 2024. Some of those may still be in play. I've just kind of learned to just let's do what the market. Let's follow the market. I think if you're going to pay attention to a target like Algorand, how about I say $2? Okay, at $2 Algorand, what are you going to do? You're going to hold until it gets to $2? You know, no, that's not what you do. You take profits well before $2. Like, you take profits at like 50 cents. You take profits at 75 cents, $1. And if it gets to $2, you have like 5% of your initial bag. We're all hoping LCX just hot one fetching doll. What? If ETH hits new all-time high, alts will go parabolic. It'll be a very exciting time for altcoins. Understood. Thank you. Do you have Algorand? Not at this moment. 10K in one coin or in multiple cryptos. The particular crypto I was talking about, I'm hoping to acquire $10,000 worth of that crypto. I'm at $6,000 right now. I'm buying like $100 a day. Bonefita? What is Bonefita? It's on Coinbase? All right, you're up 50%. Man, some of these Coinbase cryptos, man, it's like, what in the world are you doing? It looks like just Coinbase is just trying to make as much money as possible, rugging people. My goodness. Now, all right. All time, the chart is a disaster, but Bonefita, I mean, all right, it's up from its bottom. It looks good. It's above the 200-day moving average. I think you can still ride this. So, sure. All right, Athena, ENA. All right, Athena, very bullish, but I mean, it's up a lot. It's up a lot since its bottom. It's up 3x from its bottom. So now what? Maybe it'll back test the 200-day at 43 cents. Which were you buying in a daily? Rismus. When do you think the top is? I think there's going to be a peak in August. Whether it's the peak or not, it depends on how well altcoins do. You think coins will 4x after the September correction? No. I mean, I wasn't really saying anything about a September correction. Peak in August does not mean September correction. That could be an August correction. But I do not think that. I don't think that, like. Now it depends. Is August a local top? I mean, is even August a top? I don't know. I mean, I'm just speculating here. Is August a local top, or is it the top? If it's the top, no, most coins will not 4x. I'm sure there will be some. Alex, what do you think Cardano will do in like 2 to 3 weeks? It depends on if August is the top or a local top. Rizzmas. Have you heard of Monkey, a Solana meme? Monk? I've heard of it. I haven't paid attention to it in a while. We are doing a HEEHEE giveaway, everybody. If you buy 0.1 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and the end of the day, you will automatically be entered in the raffle to win $50 worth. So Monk down 17% today, 3.3 million. Very new coin. What happened a couple of days ago? It shot up like crazy. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's putting in higher lows at least. All right. Thoughts on Ondo's price? I like Ondo. One of the few utility cryptos created in 2024 that I like. Oh, Ondo. Let's see, Ondo. $1.05. Chart looks good. Yeah, this probably hit a new all-time high. What did it get up to? 214. Here's a price target I'll stick with on Ondo, $3.71. Do you think we start pulling back until the FOMC meeting? No. I don't think there's anything in particular with the FOMC meeting. I've said this before. It's like, what are they going to do? They are not going to raise rates. They're most likely not going to lower rates. The only thing that I would say that they're going to do, that they could do, is just be done with quantitative tightening, which would be bullish. So no, I don't think we're going to dump until the FOMC meeting, and I don't think necessarily. I mean, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. I don't think a lot of people will tell you when we go into an FOMC meeting week, this FOMC meeting is the most important FOMC meeting of all time, and then every month they'll tell you that, or every meeting, and I can say with a great deal of certainty that this is one of the least important FOMC meetings. I mean, the only reason why it would be more important is if they just did something to absolutely shock us like crazy, which they most likely will not do. Exit local top for IMX. I don't think IMX is going beyond its 2025, early 2025 peak. Or wait, no, that's March of 2024, excuse me. I don't think it's going beyond its March of 2024 peak. That's an all-time, what am I thinking here? It's just too inflationary. So maybe one of these levels here, maybe some kind of retrace, like a 618 retrace or something like that. Where would that put us? 618 would probably be around 240, maybe 240 for IMX. CTX. Does it look like most alts are creating a cup and handle pattern? Let me look at CTX. Cup and handle. What's the time frame, I think cup and handle would be very hopeful. CTX. Cryptex Finance. I don't know. Solnick, very bullish, at least a 10x. I mean, day to day it looks all right. Sure. I just don't know anything about this. All right, cup and handle. That seems a little hopeful, Let's see. I mean, like Fetch. Fetch looks bullish. I'll give you that. Fetch looks bullish right now. All right, start of the cup would be the December highs. Okay. Maybe. I mean, there's some that may not go beyond their December highs. If we were to see some kind of rapid acceleration to those points, then yeah, I'd probably call for cup and handle. I'm sorry, I talked about VeChain a ton already. Thank you, Strawberry, for the follow. I think it's going beyond its 2024 high, and that's all that I will commit to. Akash. There are too many cryptos that start with A. All right, Akash looks good. Like a lot of other cryptos. Another one, I don't think it's going beyond its 2024 peak. Too much inflation. Oh man. Dogecoin exit plan 53 cents. I'd exit pretty hard. Strawberry, don't spam. All right, I'm going to look at Crow and then I'm going to be done. Crow is right up against resistance. And I'll look at your comment, Jonathan. Give it some time on Crow. But on the other side of this resistance, 12.4 cents. No, 12 point. Well, I mean, so it's above it right now, but this might just end up being a wick. Notification, man. Your questions are, I don't know how to describe it. They're kind of just death. They make me want to give up on this live stream. No offense, no offense. Don't take it personally. All right, I'm sorry. I am pretty wiped out. I'm going to be done on TikTok here. I'll see you around. All right, STX. Did I talk about shorting STX? Because what are you asking, like, all right, short-term target or short target? If you're talking about short-term, you know, it's another one that's very highly inflationary. And where do we go? Okay, both. Was there another Leroy on TikTok? Oh, you know, I must have thought it was you, Leroy. All right, so short target. I mean, you know, I'm not amazing with exits. Perked up every time I heard my name. So maybe one of these moving averages like 76, but that moving average is rising. So I'm not too greedy. I'm not going to be too greedy with my shorts. We're in an uptrend. 80 cents, maybe. Now, yeah, as far as where's it going to go from here, I'm not expecting, you know, I'd be happy with a move above that 2024 peak there. What is that, $3? I'd be ecstatic with that. But the problem is tokenomics, like always. So we'll see. But okay, I'm done. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you when I see you.